and his opponent, a former champion, evened the score at 1 apiece. Please welcome Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
What's up, everybody? How are you? Who's got the first question?
Yeah, Dustin, I want to start with you. Dustin, after that last fight, you said Conor had kind of lost his aura to you. You didn't see that around him anymore. But I wonder, this is an entirely different environment, right? I mean, we're talking sold out, bunch of Irish flags everywhere, and we know that Conor performs well under the lights. Does the challenge change for you? I know the fight's the same, but with everything that's around it, does the challenge change for you in this one because of this?
Nah, not anymore. For me, the aura's not there anymore. Very dangerous fighter sitting right here for sure, no doubt. But I see a man, you guys in the crowd, cheer it up, have fun. But I see a man here in front of me that I defeated, and I know I can defeat again.
And Dustin, in the cage after that last one, I mean, you were still in the cage and you were already saying Trilogy. We got to do this again. We got to do this again. Obviously, it's a huge money fight, but at that moment, when you're still in there, what's going through your head? Is it, this is going to be the biggest paycheck I'll ever cash, or was there something else about it?
I knew this was next. As soon as I got to my hotel room that night, I knew this was next. I've kind of been preparing for this fight since that fight ended.
Yeah. And all the discussion, I know you've heard it, low kicks, calf kicks, low kicks, calf kicks. When you hear that, do you say, well, yeah, I executed perfectly, or do you say, why are people not giving me credit for everything else I did in that fight?
The calf kicks led to shots hands that opened up shots, but that's MMA. There's a lot of different moving parts. That's what it is, If it's not calf kicks, it'll be something else, takedowns or boxing that opens up calf.
You're getting walked like a dog in that octagon on Saturday night.
I guess lastly for me, Dustin, I mean, and Conor, just one last one for you. I mean, we think about all the things that you've accomplished in your career. I mean, there's not a title on the line in this one, but what would a win in this Trilogy series mean for you? What would this mean as part of your legacy?
It's beautiful. Another addition, another feather to the cap. It's what I love to do. I love to come in here, defy the odds, do the unthinkable, and put on a show.
Thank you, Conor. And Dana, just one quick one for you. I know that you were teasing some big numbers and big trends, and we're excited about it. As we sit right here, what can you tell us about the status of this pay-per-view and where you expect it to end up all time?
I was saying it's the most pre-buys we've ever had for any fight. So, we expect big numbers to come in that night. If you know you're going to be home on Saturday night and you know you're going to watch the fight, buy it now so you can avoid that.
Question for Conor, right here. You walked out, you posed for the crowd, it seems like you pulled some of Dustin's hot sauce out and poured it and threw it at him. Why did you feel the need to pour out his hot sauce?
It's garbage. Don't have that garbage up on my bleeding stage. Where's the proper 12, the real sauce, the real Irish hot sauce?
Dustin, it seems like you want to have something to say.
I got a nice bottle of Redbreast 21 sitting at the house after I whipped that ass.
Good one.
Another one for Conor. This is really the first time you've been in the same room with Dustin since Fight Island. Has seeing him in person now, after all the back and forth on social media?
I think he looks rough, to be honest. I look like the weight cut is getting to him. And, I can see it in his eyes. There's stress in his eyes, a lack of sleep. You can see it. It's coming for him on Saturday night, and he knows it, and I know it. I'm going to love doing it.
Dustin, same question. Is finally seeing Conor in person after all the back and forth on social media, has it elicited any more emotions, or is it still just business as usual?
No, it's just business. I see a man here.
I see a corpse.
Needs to get crazy.
I see a dead body.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Hey, this question for Conor. This question for Conor. This Ocho Cinco would be our betting. Quick question. Myself and the entire BR betting family, we rocking with you Saturday night, and I want to hear from your mouth. Are you a lock?
I'm a lock, a cert. I'm gonna kill this man.
Thank you. Go ahead, Robbie.
Hi, Robbie, Barstool Sports over here. Question for Conor. Conor, we know you left the kids at home this time. Are they going to be watching on Saturday night, or are they not allowed to witness the violence you plan on delivering?
The fight will be about 5 in the morning on Irish time, so the kids will be asleep. They'll watch it in the morning when they wake.
I love it. Looking forward to it. Thanks, Conor.
Conor, when people think about you, they think about the guy who apologized to absolutely nobody. Is that guy here today, and will he be here on Saturday?
An evolution of that guy. I'm better than that man, you know what I mean? I'm at to evolve, and I feel I'm at to come on full circle, and I look forward to showing it on Saturday night.
Dustin.
That night was the single greatest performance in UFC history, widely regarded. The night I won the second world title in Madison Square Garden. This performance on Saturday night, I'm going to top it.
Dustin, you're not just a contender anymore, you're a big deal in the entire UFC. How do you make sure you don't fall into the trap of falling into the hype?
Because I've never really had that hype push. I know who I am. I'm the same guy. It's easy to be me, man.
Question for the notorious Conor McGregor. You're already a Hall of Famer. Your legacy's already cemented. Winning against Dustin Poirier, winning this trilogy fight, where does it stack up against all the accomplishments? Beating Aldo, getting the champ status against Eddie Alvarez, where would this rank?
My mindset, I'm back on the building sites now. I've a hard hat, a high vis, and 2 hammers in me hands. That's my mindset. I'm not relishing in all me past accomplishments, all the money I've got in me bank, all the Forbes accomplishments, all that. That's all in. I don't care about that. I'm back on the sites in a high vis with 2 hammers on me fucking hands.
Out of curiosity, did you finish the bottle of hot sauce that Dustin gifted you on Fight Island?
Didn't touch it.
And Dustin, question for you. Winning this trilogy, would it be more meaningful than winning the interim lightweight strap at UFC 236 against Max Holloway?
It'll be, I think, bigger for the hype.
Don't contradict yourself, Dustin, because the last time we were up here, you were giving it all the large ones, saying, oh, the title means everything. Yeah, here you are up for the bread and the butter, you little fake cunt.
And then this is the last questions for both of you. You get your hand raised Saturday evening. How quickly would you like to return? Would you like to fight for this strap before the end of 2021 against Oliveira?
Yes, we're going to fill out the Allegiant Stadium, the Death Star.
Yeah.
For you, Dustin?
Yeah, of course. That's the next move. End of the year.
First question for Conor. Conor, they say that game recognizes game. When you look at Dustin, does he feel like he's on your level? Do you recognize him as a champ?
No, he's not in the same stratosphere as me. The man looks disgraceful up here. He looks frail. He looks frail at this weight now. I'm telling you, his head, his body, his frame, his eyes, that weight cut is getting to him. I'm on weight ready to go. There'll be no 155. There'll be nothing free given here. Everything's getting took here.
Second question for Dustin. You entered the UFC as a young fighter. Now you're a wise businessman. What's that journey been like for you to be entering the fight game, but now in the business game?
It's been a lot of growth, learning from losses in life and from in fighting. So just getting better.
My wife is your husband.
Last question for Dana. What's it feel like to have fans in the house in Las Vegas?
Yeah, no, it's good to be back home. It's awesome.
This question's for Conor. And Dustin, in this week, Conor said that in the last fight that you fought him scared. I just want to get your reaction to that.
What'd you say?
Conor said this week that you fought him scared in the last fight. I just want to get your reaction to that.
I have a healthy fear going into every fight. I know the dangers. I know I'm a human being, and if I make a mistake, it could be the last mistake in that fight, and I can wake up asking what happened. So I bring that into every fight.
Last one for Dana. Earlier this week, we heard about Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler. Do you have an update on that fight?
I said it's something we're working on for September.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Question for Conor. Conor, win or lose? Dustin, the same question for you. Because do you respect him as a fighter despite all the antics?
I do. You know, I don't hate anybody up here. I'm at a different place mentally, man. Respect to him and everything he's done.
Question for Dana. Is this a return to form? Does this Conor look very familiar to you versus the one that you saw in Abu Dhabi?
That's me. What's the question?
Does this Conor McGregor look more
I'm so
familiar?
fucking freaked out that these two are going to move either way. I can't even.
He's not gonna
I
do
can't even pay
nothing.
attention to this fucking.
Just keep sketching on me, because that little fool will do nothing.
I'm gonna slap you up if you come near me.
What did you say, sir?
Does this look more familiar to you than what you saw in Abu Dhabi with Conor?
Yeah. Listen, you know, I think that every version of Conor that's shown up over the last several years is always a different version. You know, he does what he's got to do. Who's next? Is that it?
Conor, right here. Conor, right down here. Conor, question for you. You have won exactly one fight since Barack Obama was president.
Shut your mouth, I'll go down and smash your nose.
Conor, over a fighter
smash
who
your
has
nose.
zero
You
wins
rat. You
over the
little
last
rat.
6 fights.
You little rabbit thing. Someone
This
smack
man
him.
sent
Smack
you
him.
to a place where time doesn't exist 6 months ago. We want to know, why should anyone expect anything different on Saturday?
It's one more fight I won than your little sissy ass, you little fanny pad.
Why should we expect anything different on Saturday? Conor, in all sincerity, why would it be any different on Saturday?
He said he's just putting his hammers on, his hard at it. My boot's been strapped for the last 10 years. I've been working my ass off.
Thank you.
Question for Conor. You know, despite your feelings towards Dustin, Habib, and Nate, do you still think it's important to have a strong rival to, you know, help you get better and establish legacy?
Yeah, fuck the whole roster. Fuck the entire roster. You know, I see the way it is. You try and be nice to them. You try and help them out of pity. But fuck them all now. It is what it is, and that's it. I'm coming for all of them.
And Dustin, do you think it's important to have a strong rival as well?
Do what?
Is it important to have a strong rival, do you think?
All these guys are rivals. You know, we're competing to be the #1 fighter.
And a question for Dana. Conor mentioned Allegiant Stadium. You know, we're getting back to the T-Mobile Arena, but is there any hope to get the Allegiant soon?
I don't know. I'm assuming someday we'll have a fight that we'll put over there. You know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens this weekend and throughout the rest of this year.
Question for Conor. I'm curious, you've been talking a lot about legacy. How much would a trilogy fight with Nate Diaz interest you?
Happen. It must happen. Well, 1-on-1, it must happen. It will happen. I look forward to the day.
And for Dustin, since being over at AT&T, you and Mike Brown really have developed a solid relationship. How much do you credit him for becoming the fighter that you are today?
He's helped out a lot in my growth and my, you know, my evolution as a mixed martial artist, combining everything. My kickboxing with my wrestling, my jiu-jitsu. He's a great guy to have in your corner.
And last thing for me, for Conor, just to go back.
Louisiana wasn't good enough for you, was it? You left Louisiana. It wasn't up to scratch to get you the way you needed to be, was it?
For Conor, what else do you feel you still have to accomplish? You already were a simultaneous 2-division title champ. What else do you have on your radar to accomplish?
Trainers, scraps, fights. That's what I love to do. It's what I do. I've been doing my entire life. And that's it, you know, more mega fights.
Why are you guys reaching out to people in the boxing world that I know? Trying to bring in boxing expertise.
Shut your mouth.
Intimidation factor after losing it. How do you regain a psychological edge?
We don't give a bollocks about all that. Lock me in the cage with him, you're gonna see what's happening.
For Dustin, so you knew the trash talk was coming this time around. How do you prepare for that?
I don't. I just don't care about this stuff anymore. I don't care about this stuff.
Okay. And for Dana, how much do you appreciate the back and forth as a promoter?
It doesn't matter one way or the other to me. You know, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Team Z Sports. Conor, congrats on making the cover of Forbes.
Thank you so much.
How long until you're a billionaire?
By the time I'm 35, I'm 32 now.
35, okay. You'll be 33 next week. Do you want the boss, Dana, to get you anything for your birthday?
No, I have everything I need. I have everything I need.
Dustin, Conor tweeted about, you know, first one to take a shot is a weasel. Are you going to stand and bang, or are you going to take a shot?
I'm going to shell and shoot.
Have a good night.
All right, so guys, Forrest Griffin has a question here that was sent in by the fans.
Right, thank you guys. Gentlemen, I have the fans decided question from Socios app, and that question is, I'll start with you, Dustin. What is the worst part of fight camp, and what is the best part of fight camp?
The worst part is probably for me. At the end of camp, my body's hurting. You know, I've been doing it for 9 weeks in a row, and I'm ready for the fight to be here. That final last 2 weeks of camp, getting to this week is the roughest.
Well, and what's the best part? I have a feeling I know.
I love the beginning of camp. Getting back with the guys in the gym, feeling good.
Thank you. Conor, same question to you.
I love it all. There's not one bit of it I hate. I love every bit of it. From the start to the middle to the finish, to gearing up, to right now here at the presser, to the weigh-in tomorrow, and to the fight on Saturday night. I absolutely love it all.
Absolutely. The best part of any fight camp is the actual fight. That is the correct answer.
All right, we got time for one last question. Go ahead, sir.
Dustin, Conor in interviews this week said he admits he was looking past you in the second fight, looking more at Manny Pacquiao. Do you look at that as an excuse, and do you feel like you got the best of what was left of him in that fight?
I beat him. I mean, it's a fight. It's up to you to get prepared. I beat him. What's his excuse going to be on Saturday is what I want to know.
Conor, history has shown when you are active, you are sharper. Do you think you'll look back on this 5-year stretch and regret only fighting 3 times in your prime?
I'll regret nothing I've done on this planet. You know, as long as I live, I love my life. I've done some incredible things, and, you know, I've had an incredible career, and long may it continue.
Conor, should we expect you to check calf kicks this fight?
You'll pay to see that.
And finally, Conor, I've watched all your interviews this week. It seems like you've been hesitant to give the official Mystic Mac prediction for this one. Can you go on record right here?
Oh, I said I'm going to take him out in a stretcher. He's going out in a stretcher in this fight.
What round, sir?
You'll pay to see that.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to get this stuff out of here and square these guys off for face-off. Thank you. We'll see you at the weigh-ins tomorrow.